welcome to day 1 of the Advent calendar. Which, if you're on like day 5 and you're like, where the hell is day 4 or whatever, we're doing it over a couple channels, so
Yeah.
you gotta check that other channel.
Yeah. It's a sport channel, ET Sport.
Yeah, so if you don't like sport, then you're only gonna get like half the content.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yes. Anyway, what are we doing today?
I'm just gonna start off easy and just talk about a couple of films we like. Just give a few words on
A
it.
few more than a couple.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a list.
Yeah. So basically, we're just gonna say a film, and then if the other person hasn't seen it, or wants to know why the other person likes it, then we'll just discuss it.
Yeah. Fair enough. I don't know what you want to start with. We may as well start with one we both like, right? Just pick one.
Okay, for Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. We must have watched this maybe about 6 times.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just put it on. Like, if I say what I used to do, say like I had a big day coming up, and I want to just feel like I could just go in there and I'm coming up, I go into a job interview or something. I just want to feel like I could go in there and punch the guy, and I'd still get the job. So I put Whack the Wolf of Wall Street on. Like, I just did not care, did he?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you're not meant to be motivated by it, but it's like a really motivated movie for me.
Yeah. You watched it ages ago for the first time, didn't we?
Yeah, it's just so good, so funny, and like I say, it's like it's like when a young man watches it, you're just like, oh man, that guy's so cool.
They probably all said, the people who made it said that guy's an idiot or whatever, and they all think he's weird.
Yeah. That completely changed my view of the world, that movie. It got me interested in like business and saving money and the power of money and stuff. Like, I just didn't think about stuff like that before. You know what else it was as well? It was Peaky Blinders. Really random, like around that time. The way they like had their business going and all that. It really changed my view of the world.
We're not saying that you're going out and doing crimes and stuff. You're not doing anything illegal.
No, I definitely wouldn't say that on the channel.
Yeah.
That's why I can't show my face on here.
Because you're a wanted criminal.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, sorry. Forgot what I would say to say that.
Yeah. Anyway. What about some stuff from the movie? Oh, Matthew McConaughey's scene. That's just iconic.
And you said a story the other day, we were just talking about it, that he just added that in, didn't he? Leo told him to add it in.
Yeah, because he does like voice exercises before or whatever. Like meditations or something. Before the scene. But yeah. I don't know. There's just so much funny stuff in that movie. Like, I'm sure you've seen it like that. We just wanted to get it on record, didn't we? Like how good it is.
I think a scene I liked was when Jonah Hill gets that guy's fishing song, is it? In the office.
Yeah. I knew I should do. Yeah, he's like, oh, not much was going on, so I just thought I'd clean my fish bowl or whatever. And he's like, I knew I should do. And just eats the fish. Did you hear how they filmed it?
No.
Like, there was a guy on set, one of them like animal activist people. And apparently he could only hold the fish in his mouth for 3 seconds. And the guy was like standing there with a stopwatch, and he'd like time it, and he had to spit the fish out into the water. He actually did it like with a real fish, a live fish. Yeah. It might not be 3 seconds, but something around it. I got so many stories from all Wall Street. I'm always consuming content about it, how they filmed it.
I'm gonna say the joke where he says if he had a child and he just let it out in the forest, it'll be free now.
Yeah, he's like, Leo's like, what would you do if it was retarded or something?
That's so good.
Yeah, so many great lines in there, and obviously, is he the greatest director of all time?
It's one of them,
yeah, it's certainly on the list.
Even after he did The Irishman, which it has.
Even after the Irishman.
Yeah. Yeah, is that what you wanted to say about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty much sums up our thoughts, really. What about probably the most recent one, Top Gun Maverick? Like that was just awesome, like. Like, how long had it been since we've seen like a 5-star movie? Do you think?
Yeah, it's been months and maybe even a year or two.
Yeah, like you mean to now from Top Gun Maverick?
I mean, before Top Gun Maverick
Yeah,
came out.
right. Yeah. I can't think of like a great movie before then, really. Like you'd have to go back to like 2019, wouldn't you? Which we'll get to in a second, or maybe from that year. But yeah, it was just awesome. I wanted to see that in the cinema, really.
And, you know, we didn't make the channel before Top Gun Maverick, so we never really spoke about it.
No, we haven't actually.
You know, it's just really good. Like, it actually surpassed the first one, didn't it?
Oh yeah, completely blew it away in my opinion.
Yeah, you don't often get that. Like, someone makes a sequel to something that's usually way worse. But somehow they made it even better.
Yeah. And just Tom Cruise is just like so good, and he just knows how to make a movie, doesn't he?
And you watched all the Fallout ones, did you? No, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, I watched them all before the previous one, most recent one.
And he just does a good job with action films. And
Oh yeah, that's it's like a real great genre of cinema, and it's just made for like action movies, really.
And with Top Gun Maverick, there's actual like character depth and all that there.
Yeah, it's crazy, and to think like he made that over many years ago, and then now he's come back, and he's probably learned himself throughout his life, hasn't he? Like stuff he's grown as a person, he's put that into the role. Like he didn't act like the same person.
Yeah. He still had elements to his old character, but he grown up and got more mature.
Yeah, and you can see like he puts himself into the role, and like he's such a unique personality, and he loves cinema, doesn't he?
You watched it twice, didn't you, when it in the cinema?
Yeah, my granddad really liked that as well.
Yeah.
But I think that was the thing when it was literally a movie for everyone, and it'll stand the test of time when it completely.
Yeah, it'll go down in like 20, 30 years as one of the greats, won't it?
Yeah, completely awesome. And Hangman, Hangman, like so. Obviously we'd seen him and stuff before, but I think that was what kicked him off, really.
Yeah, like all the side characters are interesting. You liked them all, didn't you?
Yep.
Wanted to know more about them.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
So I'm just going to throw in a quick one here because you haven't seen it. Wanted to talk about my favourite animated film ever, which is Tangled, and obviously made by Disney before they went weird.
Yeah. Just before you get into it, I just want to say, when I was living in Manchester, like if they said we were going to watch it, like have a movie night, it's like uni accommodation. And then I knew it was happening. For some reason, I went out and then come back like halfway through the film, making loads of noise, and then I just sat down and watched. I had like a few drinks, I just sat down and watched. I hardly remember what happened.
Like, who the hell is this guy?
So weird. I don't know why I did that. Like obviously I know movie etiquette now, but back then I didn't used to watch movies really. But yeah, go on.
Just keep it short because you haven't seen it. Then. I just like the whole way the story develops. It's got good emotional development. I just liked it. So just like a classic Disney story, but a bit modern.
So is it like the one with the long hair?
Yeah.
Because it had the window.
Yeah. And she has like magical powers and she can heal people.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't want to spoil it because you might watch it one day, mind.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, just wanted to say it's my favourite, and then move on to another one.
What about Interstellar? Like we give that a few shout-outs on the channel, I think.
It's just iconic, and
Yeah, like I don't think it actually is, like in the overall like history of cinema, seen as iconic, but like it's just growing and like every year it seems to like gain more of an audience. You know?
I think like people at the time when they watched it took it for granted, didn't they?
Oh yeah, they must have. Yeah, like, we didn't watch it in cinemas, obviously, first time, did we? But that must have been insane seeing that.
It's like nothing you've ever seen before.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like Mum was saying, like she didn't know anything about like space travel or like time dimensions and stuff like that, but like so she didn't really get it the first time around, which I kind of get. So maybe that's what people were like back then, because until recently people didn't really talk about that sort of stuff, did they?
Yeah. They say that the first time I watched it, like I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it way more the second time I watched it.
I was just like that the first time because I've always like read into stuff like this. Once I seen it, I was like, well, that's just like so cool. You know? It was all like based in real science, and like one day we'll be doing this sort of stuff, so long as Elon can, start all his missions. It's insane.
It might not turn out to be exactly true, like how everything works, because it's complex, isn't it? But it's a good basis.
Yeah, for what they predict at the moment.
And for like just a piece of entertainment. I mean, obviously it's not going to be completely factual.
No.
Yeah, it's really good and really informative.
Yeah, and obviously Christopher Nolan. It's like so good, isn't he?
And he finishes being a director. He's going to have like an insane filmography.
Yeah, they're all so different, aren't
they? Yeah. Even his worst one, which is probably Tenet, it's like still got loads of depth to it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, still a good movie. But yeah, Interstellar. What about some unique scenes? That wave scene, I think everyone says that's the best one.
Yeah. On that planet, like every few minutes or whatever, like years pass.
Yeah. And like you can see like when they're first going to the planet, you can see the guy crashing, the guy that goes to find, you can see him crashing onto the planet when they're trying to land.
Yeah.
Like little snippets like that.
Years ago,
yeah. It's just insane, isn't it? Like when you watch it, like I must have seen it like 3 or 4 times or whatever. You're just like, wow, it's just like insane, like, and your mind just can't comprehend it really.
It's quite similar to, well, obviously not as in depth, but another Christopher Nolan film, Inception. Well, I'm not going to really talk about it in this video, but he does similar style in that film as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, see, I can't really comment on that because I've only seen it once, even though I liked it, but like I didn't really look too much into it.
Yeah, like the whole dream things where like intersect and all that, and history of the characters are relevant.
Yeah, right. His movies are just true to life, aren't they? They're just like so grounded in reality, and like that's his whole philosophy, really. And they're like, he wants to make the sets real and blow real stuff up and all that.
Yeah. That one where they blow up a whole winter like base in Interstellar. That was real, wasn't it? They actually blew up like crazy amount of set.
Inception, on it. Yeah.
He's just one of the best directors. I think he's the best personally. He's my favourite.
Yeah, same. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to mention that. Was Matthew McConaughey's character actually dead in Interstellar? If you watch it, go and watch it and think of it as he's dead from like one of the early scenes. And you'll see the movie in a completely different way.
He encourages that sort of thing, doesn't he? Like fairies and all
that. Yeah. Crazy. Matthew McConaughey on any other of these movies, is he? We've mentioned 2 already, haven't we, actually? But he's in one of the Dark Knight trilogy, is he? you think it's a very small role, or am I thinking of someone else?
Don't remember.
I don't know. We may as well get on to The Dark Knight then.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you wanted to bring that one up, did you?
Yeah, it's just this is the best portrayal of the Joker in any media ever, basically.
Yeah. Is he the greatest villain like ever put on screen?
Yeah, it's gonna be one of them, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just an insane portrayal of it, really. Like, it's just so good, wasn't it?
And obviously there's another Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah.
Superhero film this time, and it's obviously the best superhero trilogy ever made.
Yeah.
And it will always be.
It's crazy how they actually committed, that much time to making Batman movies.
Yeah.
Like, you think like, oh, what a waste, but then he turns them into like some of the best movies ever.
And if they weren't Batman characters, it still would have been a great film.
Yeah.
It's just awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
And obviously Christian Bale, a Welshman,
Yep.
as Batman. Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Ah, yeah. He had really good physicality, didn't he, for that role?
Hmm.
He suited it really well.
Yeah.
Did the voice well.
And we're not talking about the third film, but Bane, Tom Hardy's Bane is really good.
Yeah. My man was so jacked for that role, wasn't he?
And the Joker just steals every scene he's in, doesn't it? He was going to be in the third one until obviously he died.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And they had to like rewrite it. I think they filmed a few scenes, but
That's
obviously
crazy.
he died.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I don't know what he would have done in the third film. Because I think Bane was going to be in it anyway, but the Joker's going to be sort of background character, I think.
Right, okay. Did you know that they used to have like a Best Picture 5 back then, and it didn't make it?
Didn't it?
No, so that's why they expanded it.
Hmm.
Past the 5. Even though it did massive box office, it was really good. Everyone widely accepted it was like one of the best movies.
Just don't get the Oscars sometimes. Like, they just nominate some mid-film and some good film just because it makes a lot of money. They don't nominate.
Yeah. Just the best. If it's the best, it's the best.
Like Top Gun Maverick should have won the Oscar for the best film, shouldn't it? Won it
Yeah.
the year it came out.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't bring up the film that won because it's a disgrace to cinema, but yeah, I think everyone knows The Dark Knight's one of the best films ever, isn't it?
Yeah. You gotta watch it. We just watch all 3. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they're out there for free on a streaming service, I think.
I just want a special shout out to the opening scene. It's one of the coolest opening scenes in cinema history, isn't it?
Yeah, a word that comes to mind is like gripping.
Yeah.
Like it just, I don't know if we discussed it before or if we were just talking off recording.
Yeah.
Like it just perfectly shows the Joker's character, doesn't it? It's like all that build up, and he's just like a complete like sadist, like narcissist, isn't he?
Yeah. Like, you don't think he's there. Like, you just think he's hired a bunch of goons. And then he actually turns up in the end and he's the last guy who just drives off.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And the way they're like the little dialogue that's in it, like they say like, who is this guy anyway, sort of thing, don't they? And it just sort of builds it up for you, doesn't it?
And then when one of them realises like how they're being played here.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get killed next.
Yeah.
It's just really good. It's subtle.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, that's who this guy is. It tells you by the end of that scene who he is, and then he goes on for the rest of the film. You just have no idea what he's gonna do. He's completely unhinged. So good.
Yeah, definitely watch all 3. So we just mentioned Best Picture, so we'll get on to Best Picture film here. And there's a lot of discourse around this film if it should have won Best Picture. But if you actually won it, if you actually watched it, then you know it should have won.
Yeah. Don't really know what the criticisms of it are. Is it just because it's foreign language?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. Like, was this sort of like our thing that got us into foreign language movies?
Yeah, I think so. Is it the same year as Shoplifters and
I think we watched Shoplifters the year before, actually. Yeah.
Mm.
But specifically Asian cinema for us, really.
I don't care about a lot of other nations' films, do you? Most of them suck.
Yeah, they do actually. They're just like Americanized, aren't
And the Asian ones are just completely unique, aren't
they? Yeah, and it's because like Japanese film history, like they've got like a rich history themselves and like great movies.
Yeah, that's it. And obviously, if you don't know what we're talking about by that description, then you probably haven't seen it, but it's called Parasite.
Yeah, I should say, like, I don't think it's Japanese or something, like, I know it's Korean. But yeah, I just remember, like, are we doing spoilers? For like that scene, like, obviously the major twist in that scene. I just thought it was so good. In that movie.
Yeah, it's just that. Don't want to go too much into it, but you just don't expect anything that's going to happen.
No, like, it's just crazy, isn't it, really?
You think like half an hour in, you think you've got it like kind of sorted out, that you know what's going to transpire.
Yeah.
But it just completely subverts all your expectations. And
yeah, like, I was thinking like, oh yeah, this is going to be like a good movie, you know, based on like, they were sort of like infiltrating this house with this family and like trying to make a bit of money or whatever. I was like, oh yeah, you know, this would be a good movie on its own, just with this and some arc there, you know. And obviously it goes like completely different direction, like you said.
So yeah, you definitely gotta watch it if you haven't watched it. You might not like it. You've spoke to a few people that don't like it, but we think it's one of the best films ever, don't we?
Yeah. It's actually like number one, right? On the past 8 years. Got like a big list.
Yeah.
Which we might reveal one day.
It's the best film I've ever seen, I think. Like, best and the one you enjoy most. Like, they're two different things, aren't they? Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't whack out Parasite like 5 times a day or whatever.
No.
Do a marathon on it.
Yeah. Like I would Interstellar or something, I would do that.
Yeah. You know, if I had like 3 hours left to live and I could watch one film, I might pick this one to watch one more time.
Right, okay, yeah. No, I don't think that's an outlandish statement at all. I actually don't. And like we spent ages talking about it when we got out of it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think it was an unlimited screening, wasn't it? Cineworld.
Yeah. We get to see it a bit early.
Yeah. And we had no idea what it was about, did we? I just knew, like, it was like, because it was sort of like a late breaker in the Best Picture race. I think once people seen it, they were like, well, obviously, this has got to win, you know? People were voting on it. But yeah, we were just completely shocked by it.
Elite tier cinema, and yeah, Mickey 17 by the same director's coming out soon.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll reach the level of Parasite, but it'll still be good, won't it?
Yeah. You know that Bong Joon-ho, he's got like a really good sense of humour, I think, as well, in his films. And like that, especially the first half of Parasite is funny as well. And, like the whole dynamic of them, like when, you know, she's just like acting like she's like some savant or something, wasn't she? Like teaching the kid or whatever. She was like, oh yeah, he's so gifted and all that. It's just really funny.
And the whole scene with the birthday cake.
Yeah.
Scene, that's just really shot really funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it was shot really funny. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. Just, you know, to pick that shot for it, it's just hilarious.
Yeah. And then there's obviously really good depth in sort of the writing. And one of them characters mentions that guy smells and he hears it. And you like see his facial expressions and all that.
Yeah,
And it comes
in the
up,
car.
Yeah. And it comes up later on in the film, like where he's like something else he does.
Yeah, that's just crazy, isn't it? Like, you pick like a movie from 2019 and I wouldn't remember anything about it. But I remember like all the scenes from Parasite, basically.
Yeah.
I could like pretty much play the whole thing through in my head for some reason. And I don't think I've watched it since.
No.
That's weird, isn't it?
And it's just really distinct in my mind.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? Such a and I just keep thinking of more and more stuff. Like you really unique. Like we got on our banner on our channel with a pizza all around the pizza.
Right at the beginning when they can't get Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like another thing with that film is like, the whole team dynamic they have.
Mm.
Like they all the central family. They like all stick with each other, don't they?
Yeah.
And like they like all help each other up.
Yep.
So many good themes.
Do you feel like this when you watch something so good that you kind of don't want to watch it again because you don't want to cheapen your memory of it, you know?
Yeah, that's what I think. Like I think if I watched it again, would I like it less?
Mm.
Or like I don't know.
It's because I listen to a few songs from films, and in the music video they show scenes from the film.
Hmm.
And I'm like, well, I just don't want to watch the scenes because they're out of context.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just be waiting if I watch the film again until that scene happens in the music video or whatever.
Right. Okay.
So I try to avoid like any visual music videos or whatever.
Well, like when you listen to Happy or something.
Yeah, no, I was talking about the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah.
I listened to that Sunflower song.
Yeah.
I had to change to the lyric-only version because didn't want to like see the scenes or whatever.
Yeah. Good. Very good film.
And then get on to the last one that you put down on the list, The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I mentioned this like a few times as well. Like, I don't know. I just think it just like epitomizes like, a man's mindset, really. Like, I'm talking about the book, but like the film like translates that perfectly as well.
So it's like stars and Leo, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I think he just captures the character perfectly. Like for a man that could have like any woman he wants.
He's fixated on just this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like just the way it was shot again. Like so many distinct scenes I remember. Like just ingrained in my mind. Like I don't know.
That one where he holds up the glass.
Yeah, that's the main one.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. This is just loads, and I don't know.
Just endless, right? Has so much style as well, this film.
Yeah. Baz Luhrmann, the guy who did Elvis, as well, which is really good.
Just captured that time period and the sort of stuff they dress in, what the buildings look like.
Yeah, and the energy of the book as well, because the book's like quite fast paced, because it's quite short. Like, it gets all these themes across really, and just like even Spider-Man, he plays like a really good part in it, doesn't he?
He's hung up the webs and he's now like a reporter.
Yeah.
Type guy.
Yeah, he's like the narrator in the book, isn't he? And like he narrates the movie as well. And he's like, obviously, we're introduced to like the Great Gatsby through him.
And the fast pace actually suits like the events that's going on, cause it's like parties and they go by fast.
Yeah, true.
And when you're like chasing after one thing, it just goes too fast, and it? Like,
Oh yeah, that's so true. It's crazy, really, isn't it? But like, Daisy in the movie. I couldn't remember her name in one of the previous videos. Carey Mulligan. She's like, quite an annoying person, like in real life, and so like she suits the role, like, because Daisy's like, she's like really nice or whatever, but I don't know, she's a bit superficial, I think. Like, she doesn't really care too much for the Great Gatsby.
It's a bit fake, like he's rich and he clearly likes her, and she just like leads him on too much.
Sort of thing, yeah.
But and then there she's doing it on purpose or what?
Yeah, but that's just like women in general, really, isn't it? Like they just like some women are just like that. Like I don't know. Like they act like they don't know what's like happening, basically.
Yeah.
You know, what they have no idea about Leo's character. Like he's thinking, oh, you know.
Yeah, because if she wanted to be with him, she could just say that and he could just get it done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if she didn't, then he would know where he was and he could stop.
Yeah, right, yeah.
She's just like half and half. She's like staying with that dude she's with, but also going to his parties and chilling with him.
Just the mystery, like there's just so much to be said about that, really. Like going about your business behind closed doors and
Yeah.
And like then just like one day you're there, your moment's come.
Mm.
You know, you've achieved what you set out to.
Yeah.
Single minded. And that's like obviously it's not healthy, which is what they may be saying.
Mm.
It's not a healthy approach because he like takes the rap in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like described as like an obsession, and he's got an obsession with it.
Yeah. It's like so, you know, there's a fine line between like romance and obsession and like, you know, unhealthy obsession. Like it's how really hard to get that balance as a man, which women just never understand.
Yeah.
Very interesting film. That's obviously from the book, and like filmmaking wise, we've spoken about that, haven't we? How great it is.
Yeah.
Well, where would you rank it in terms of Leo's like best performances? Because I'm putting it like right up there.
Yeah, definitely up there. I like Inception. I like Great Gatsby's performance more than Revenant, and he won the Oscar for that one.
Yeah, that's a great movie. So good, but Great Gatsby is, but like you say, I think he's better in that.
Are there any others that come to mind?
The Aviator, that was pretty mid performance. What's that one with Tom Hanks? What's that called? Where he's like pretending to be stuff.
Yeah, Catch Me If You Can.
He's really good in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously he's like one of the best actors of all time. Like, but I'm just saying this, you know, should be spoken about as like one of his top three in my opinion, at least.
We watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape, didn't we?
Yeah, he's really good in that.
And he was playing like don't know what the politically correct term is, but is it a retard?
I've said retard loads of times in this channel, so
Yeah, so if that's not correct, then we're already rumbled anyway. Might as well double down.
yeah. But yeah, I think that's my favourite performance of his, at least.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. Yeah, probably missing a few, but
Like The Wolf of Wall Street.
yeah, well, that's in top three.
Yeah. Just gets that character perfectly if you ever watch Jordan Belfort on a podcast. Yeah, we just took a quick cutaway to Google what Leo's movies. It's just insane going down the list.
Yeah.
So I think we might do like a separate video maybe about the calendar.
Could do like just a whole Leo thing, top 10 Leo movies.
Yeah. You could do like a top 20 looking at.
Yeah. Just insane. Just quickly mention Titanic.
Yeah.
You probably like, how the hell did you forget that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shutter Island, Titanic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just goes on, doesn't it? You just keep going down the list.
Yeah. Even Blood Diamond, like that's really good in that.
Yeah, that's so good actually.
Yeah.
The beach. But yeah. What was your last movie?
Yeah.
You had another one to add on here, didn't you?
Yeah, my last movie, my list of 4 is Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, you should watch our other video, Furiosa video, for a bit of a discussion on that, but yeah.
I usually do a bit of a deep dive on Fury Road and Furiosa, so I'm not going to go into it too much. But it's just, we watched it again recently, and I thought it was good. Like, it was in my top 10 or whatever, but second time I watched it, it got even better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same here. Like, they like literally they don't make movies like that anymore, do they? Like, but yeah, I don't know why they're not that successful, like box office wise.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because even Furiosa got wrecked, didn't it?
Yeah.
And there's nothing come out around that time.
No. I don't know what's happening.
It's sad. Hopefully we get a third one. I've just been saying if we get one more Mad Max film, then we win as Mad Max fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Fury Road just slaps it. It's just It's just like really loud, constant action. It's just so good.
It's just so intense as well, especially like the first 20 minutes when he's just like running away.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Maybe another video with Tom Hardy performances because we love him as well, don't
Yeah, you can definitely make a full video of that.
we? Yeah.
So,
Very good.
Yeah, I'll leave that there. Go watch our other video if you want more detail.
Yeah. You just couldn't leave it off, could you?
No.
So yeah, takeaways from this really. Obviously these are modern movies. Really, only that we've discussed.
Could do a video of old films with like Casablanca, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, ones we really like from back then, but these are just like, obviously this is our culture, isn't it? So like we're gonna relate more to these movies, I think. Like it's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain really. Like obviously the old movies, the reason people keep watching them is because they're timeless, aren't they? Like maybe we'll do a video on a few of them, but for now, this is our list.
What you learned about us from this list is we have incredible taste in movies.
Yeah. Of course, this is like a universal list for everyone, really. And like we're just, reciting the Bible, aren't we? Chapter and verse.
Yeah.
Everyone recognises these. These are the best.
If you don't agree, then you got some wild takes there.
Yeah. We haven't said anything outlandish here, surely.
No. The most outlandish one is Parasite, and then if you've actually watched it, then you completely understand.
Yeah, but then, like you said in the Parasite bit, people in work, I recommended it to. They weren't really that hard on it. So,
I
don't know, you just can't save some people.
Right. Culturally brain dead.
Yeah.
The TikTok kids, they got brain rot.
Yeah. TikTok kids are older than me.
Yeah.
It's a middle-aged man in work who's a TikTok kid. You can tell him.
And just say, like, his kids, he's been absorbing the TikTok brain from osmosis or whatever it's called.
Yeah. But yeah, some more takeaways then. So what did we say we're going to make videos on?
So maybe old films.
Yeah.
List of old films. Tom Hardy and Leo list. Is that it?
Maybe we'll start, the big list of all movies we watched since 2016, which is like 500 and something long. Maybe we'll kick that off in December.
Yeah.
Going down it, because we got them all ranked. They're not in the order we want them, though, are they really? I don't think. And we've got to add the ones from this year, if we are actually going to do it.
Yeah.
But it might be interesting, who knows.
It's a monumental undertaking.
Yeah.
Hundreds of movies.
Yeah. All ranked.
But
yeah. I think that'll do. That was the first day. I think that was a very long video, right?
Yeah. Good job with filming this on the 21st of November. I've got like 9. Is it the 30th first or 30th?
I'm not sure. 30th, I think.
9 days to edit it before day 1.
Yeah, 40-minute video.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, I'll try and keep them shorter on day 2.
Yeah, go to our sports channel for the second day. I think we're going to alternate them probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm going to do best 11 of the Premier League the 24-25 season so far.
Yeah, up to December.
And spoilers. Some of them might not be what you think.